Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create this animation using this Python script. You can download it for free from my Gumroad website and I'm putting the link in the description. Here I'm just going to explain the code. I'm not going to type it. Here I will explain how every part of the code works. Okay, so let's get started. And one thing, if you don't know anything about coding, then don't worry. It's really easy to use. You just have to change some values and you are ready to go. Now, here we are going to use two modules. The first one is matplotlib, which is for the graph, and the second module is numpy, and which is I use because I work with complex numbers and arrays. Now, first of all, we are going to set up our figure window. So here you can see some commands. The first command is to create the figure window. It will initialize the figure window. Second command will scale it by inches. The third and fourth command, they will set limits for x and y axis. And the fifth command, it will create dark background. Okay, now if you look at the figure, you can see every part which is moving or being animated, we are going to create object for each of those moving parts. So if you look at this animation, you can see the red line is moving, the green line is moving, and the white line is also being animated. So what we are going to do, we are going to create placeholder for each of these objects. So here you can see we have created three placeholders. The first one is stress, the second one is arm1, which is the red one, and the third one is arm2, which is the green one. Okay? Now initially this placeholders doesn't have any values. You can see you don't see any values over here. What we will do, we will just calculate those values and feed it later when we run the loop. Now if we move to the next part, which is speed profile, these are all the parameters, speed profile up to P1, P2. These all are the parameters which will define the final shape of our spirograph. So speed profile is -2, which means the green arm is rotating in opposite direction almost 2 times faster than the red line. Okay, here I'm saying almost, not 2 times, because if it will move 2 times faster than the red line, then the green line will trace the points something like this, and it will just reunite over here in just one revolution. But we don't want that. We want to miss this point 25 times. So what we are going to do, we are going to set this variable to 25, and now the green arm and the red arm, they together will make 25 revolutions like this, and finally it will reunite over here. Okay, so initially the concept of speed profile and repetitions is a bit uh, complicated to understand, but you can just play around these values and you will see what I mean. Now let's talk about R1, R2, W1, W2, and P1, P2. So R1 is the length of the red arm and R2 is the length of the green arm. You can change this value, make one of them bigger or smaller, and you will see hole in the middle when the final pattern is done. W1 is the speed of the red arm and W2 is the speed of the green arm, which is automatically being calculated based on these two values. Now P1 and P2, like initially the animation started from this point. The red arm was like this over here and the green arm was like this over here. So they both were at the angle 0. Okay. So you can set the initial position of the green and the red arm by using these two values. By default, I'm setting it 0, so the animation will start from here. If I will set the both values, for example, 90, then the animation will start from here. Okay, just play around this value and you will see what I mean. Now here I'm creating an array to animate our theta values, and theta animation will start from theta equals 0 and it will end at the value theta equals 2 times repetitions time pi. Okay. Here is our equations which you usually see in my videos. Here I'm running the loop for the every frame, and here I'm updating all of these objects. You see trace arm1 and arm2 of these objects. Here you saw it didn't have any values at first, but since now we have calculated all the data we need, we can feed those values over here to create our animation. So now let's run the code. So now you can see this is what it looks like. So you can see it, the green line, it missed this point 4 times already. So you can kind of guess what I mean by repetitions. This is the 5th time. So the red line, it has to make 25 revolutions, the whole revolutions, until the end of the green line will reunite over here. Let's stop the animation and change some values. Let's make R2 equals 2. And we will kind of see a hole in the middle. Let's see. You can see how animation is a bit changed. And as the animation goes on, you can see in the final animation, you will see a middle hole because the green arm is a bit shorter than the red arm and won't reach the middle part. You can, let's change something else. You can change the value of repetitions. Let's say if I say I want only 2 repetitions, and let's see what we get. Okay, so the video is slower. If we want to make the video faster, what we can do, we can reduce the sample values. I can just make it 500 and let's see what happens. Now you can see the animation is a bit faster than before. Now, since we have set repetitions to 2, you can see it won't take very long to reunite with this point. And here we are getting the star shape. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, you can always put a comment under the video. I hope you enjoyed it.